Hello, friends, and welcome. My name is Dr. Heather Cardin, and I'm super excited to be here with you on this Wednesday to help answer your questions that you have about ketones and ketosis and all things Prove It. So as you're joining, let me know where you're joining from, what part of the city, what part of the world, where again you're joining from. Let us know what flavor you're mixing up today, or maybe you're having a keto up today. Maybe you're starting your day with some amazing keto cream. Again, let us know where you're joining from. Hello, Carrie, where are you watching from? As you're getting this notification of where you're watching from, I'm going to just share a couple minutes about myself, how I became a part of this amazing community, how long I've been drinking amazing Prove It ketones, the difference between exogenous ketones and endogenous ketones, what they are and what they are not. And then we're going to get right down to what our point of today's live is today. Today's point of live is we're going to help you better understand how ketones can optimize your life. So as again, my name is Dr. Heather Cardin. I'm coming to you live from Overland Park, Kansas. I'm the co-owner of Cardin Center for Wellness here in Overland Park, Kansas. I've been practicing for 25 years as a functional medicine physician. As part of our protocols for each and every patient that comes through our door, we started, yes, even 25 years ago, we teach patients how to eat a very healthy lifestyle. We know that you cannot out-exercise, you cannot out-supplement anything from an unhealthy lifestyle. So we teach our patients to eliminate processed foods, food additives, sugar being the number one enemy that we have. So there have been times that we have patients actually go on a ketogenic lifestyle. We've known that we've studied ketones for well over 100 years, how ketones affect the body, what they do for memory, what they do at the muscle level, what they do at the gut level, anywhere from the head to the toe, how ketones can optimize our health. Again, the research have been out there for well over 100 years. The ketogenic lifestyle has been studied globally now, and there massive research is coming out of every major university. But we know some people are still wondering, what are ketones? So again, we've been using them in our clinic, the ketogenic diet, and now exogenous ketones, since we've opened up our doors or since Prove It launched exogenous ketones. So let's just identify what are ketones. We have two fuel sources in our body. We have three macronutrients. We have carbohydrate, fats, and proteins. When we break down carbohydrates, which come from vegetables, fruits, grains, those all need insulin to break down to get a fuel source called glucose, which many of us are familiar with. We also use proteins, which break down via insulin. They give a fuel source for about 90 minutes, but we still need insulin to help break those down to get a fuel source and to get our amino acids, which are the basic building blocks to our body. Now, the third macronutrient is fat. We're told for many years to fear the fat, that fats are what's going to make us sick. However, our brains are 70% fat. We need a certain amount of fats in our bodies to help insulate our body. They're thermogenic for our body. They help cushion our joints. So fats are very healthy for our body. There are good kinds of fats and there are bad type of fats, like hydrogenated fats and things like that. But we definitely need fats for our body. The great thing about fats, which the healthy ones come from nuts and seeds and oil, actually do not need any insulin to give us an amazing fuel source and breakdown called ketones. Ketones don't need any insulin to break down and give us a fuel source. So again, two fuel sources, ketones are glucose. We know that ketones are far superior insulin, a far superior energy source to glucose because they give more ATP, which is the energy source we get when we break them down at the cellular level. Learned a lot about this amazing information at Keto Academy. So if you attended Keto Academy, put KK down below, but just make it very simple. We want the best energy for our body. Well, that best energy source, or the one that's preferred for our brain and our body, actually is ketones. We used to have to go on a ketogenic diet to actually get ketones to be used for fuel sources, or go on a long run, a long bike ride to go through all of the stored glucose and glycogen, or fast for a couple of days to go through the stored glucose or glycogen that we consumed in our diet. Then our bodies would naturally tap into our stored fat. Once it burned through all those stored glucose or glycogen, then it would tap into our stored fat, break apart the fat into ketone bodies, and we could use that for energy. Now, since 2015, Prove It did what no one else could do. Remember, we studied the ketogenic diet for well over 100 years. Now we have the first pure therapeutic exogenous ketone. Let's break that down. First, meaning no one else has been able to make a pure therapeutic exogenous ketone. Therapeutic meaning it puts you in a therapeutic level where your body benefits from ketone bodies. It puts you in ketosis, which means your body's metabolically burning fat for fuel. You could measure that via breath, via blood, or via urine. Anywhere from 0.5 to around 5.0 is the safe level for ketosis. Within less than 59 minutes, you can expect to be there for 2 to 4 to 6 plus hours. And the ketone is bioidentical to what your body makes. So pure therapeutic exogenous ketone, exogenous meaning outside the body. Your liver's not going down and breaking down your fat. You're not having to go through your glucose and glycogen that's stored. You simply have to grab a shaker bottle and some water, grab a favorite flavor of ketones, shake it up, drink it in less than about 30 minutes, and it'll put your body in ketosis in less than an hour. So hopefully that's a very simple explanation of what ketones are. They help with better brain, better memory, better cognition, better recall. They actually calm down the nervous system. They help with better digestion, better sleep, better skin. So they help better connection between the brain and the rest of your body. But let's get right down to your questions today. So thank you for letting me do a couple minutes about myself and how I became a part of this amazing community. It was a missing link to my clinic that I needed because I was having a difficult time helping patients stay in that amazing state of ketosis, because it can be it can be very difficult to actually stay in ketosis and only consume 5 to 8% of your diet in carbohydrates. So here we go, friends. Let's get right down to your questions. I did see a birthday out there, so happy birthday to all of the August birthdays out there. And cheers to everyone who went to Keto Academy and who just is getting back from Mexico. I know there's a lot of people who just had an amazing trip in Mexico, so I'm glad to hear everyone had an amazing time. I'm just pulling up my questions over here on my computer. Great questions. How do ketones boost mood and energy and focus? So we talked about ketones being a superior energy source. Why they are superior is because they actually produce 3 ATP. ATP is the gasoline that you get when the molecules break down. When we break down glucose at the cellular level, we get 2 ATP. Think of it like gasoline. When we break down ketones at the cellular level, specifically at the mitochondria, we get 3 ATP, which means it's 33% more efficient fuel per molecule than glucose. We also know it's more oxygen efficient, up to 38% more efficient. So think of it when you go to the gas pump. Would you pick the 87% fuel if it was the same cost, or would you pick the 99 or 94% fuel source at the fuel pump when you get gas? Where you're going to pick the one that's a higher octane, the more fuel efficiency for your car. That's the same thing when you're picking ketones over glucose. We also know that ketones actually calm down the nervous system. You're getting more oxygen, you're getting more gas. The body doesn't have to work as hard to get the energy to the muscle target it's going for, or to the organ that it's actually trying to target. So when you're getting more gasoline, ATP, or getting more oxygen to that target organ, it's actually going to calm down the autonomic nervous system. We have a fight or flight and we have a rest or repose. We know that ketone bodies actually help make that switch happen from the fight or flight and help calm down to get that rest or repose. That's why you get amazing sleep when your body's in that state of ketosis, because it actually increases GABA, which is your feel-good, joyful, happy hormone. It actually helps calm down that dopamine, which is our impulsivity hormone, our one of our neurotransmitters that actually makes us crave things or addictive, or again, impulsivity is what I like to call that. So it helps dampen that down, but increases our GABA, which is our joyful, feel-good hormone. So if you've ever seen someone in ketosis, they're happy, they're joyful, they're smiling. If you've ever been to a Keto Academy or a Prove It event, or if you've been to any type of thing like any of the other keto events, people are always happy. It's because when you're in ketosis, your body's calm, it's at a balanced state, your hormones, your neurotransmitters are balanced up, and you just feel better overall. Alice Rice is asking, is it hard on your kidneys? So there's a lot of information about the ketogenic diet and kidneys, because we know there are some top researchers out there actually using the ketogenic diet on dialysis patients, actually getting some patients off of dialysis who are on a ketogenic diet. But we're going to actually focus our talk here today on exogenous ketones. So they are water soluble, which means your body will use what it needs and eliminates out what it doesn't need. It's not fat soluble. When something is fat soluble, it means it's stored in the body. So when we talk about, is it good for the kidneys or good for the large intestine? Large intestine Again, just reabsorbs water. Kidneys actually filter things out via water. So these are not stored in the kidney. Your kidney will use what it needs or filter out what it needs and eliminate out what it doesn't need. We also talked about the filtration of the kidney. Since it is water soluble, you're also going to see on the back that it's gluten-free, it's kosher certified, it's dairy-free, it's a very clean product, and it's got other complementary nutrients that your body needs to help make it filter better and filter cleaner. So it's the highest grade nutrients out there that your body needs. However, if you do have a severe health concern, please check with your healthcare provider before starting any product at all or any supplement at all. Check with them first because they are more aware of your health condition than maybe your promoter or your friend that shared Prove It with you. Just always check with your healthcare provider first. I love that you guys are tagging your friends down here below. So Charlotte says, will having more than 2 gnats a day put you over on your carb count? So it depends on what lifestyle you're choosing. And that's the great thing about exogenous ketones. You can choose any lifestyle that you want. So you can be on a global diet, you can be on a vegetarian diet, a vegan diet, a pescatarian diet, a low carb diet, a keto diet, and that carb count that you choose for yourself will vary from person to person. Even if you have a population of people who are all on a ketogenic diet or low carb diet, the carb tolerance will vary from person to person depending on their age, their activity level, their metabolic, their body size. So that will vary from person to person. But yes, you should include the carb count if you're trying to stay in ketosis. But we know that since these are exogenous ketones, the ketones are actually going to give you more carb flexibility. We found that for many people sharing that. We found that through some clinical research that since these are straight exogenous ketones, you shake them up, you drink them, they go straight into your bloodstream. It's going to give you more carb tolerance because it downregulates the carb or insulin that your body's actually going to excrete while you're actually using exogenous ketones. But yes, include those in your carb count for the day. That goes as well as for the keto cream. Include those carb counts. You're going to see most of the carbs in the keto nat are going to come from the sugar alcohol. Now, don't count the carbs from the sugar alcohol that come with those because they are just you just don't count the sugar alcohol carbs that come with those. You're going to see the total carbs here are 5. 4 of them are from the sugar alcohol or the erythritol. So those you would not count, but you count the 1 for your total carb count day if you're counting carbs. And that's totally optional. It's totally a personal basis if you're going to count carbs. So Betty Wood is sharing that great, I love this. Betty took her ketones to her nephrologist. She talked with her nephrologist about them, and her nephrologist gave her a thumbs up and said they were great for her to take. So great job checking with your doctor first. So Mac Ray is saying that she had some perimenopause symptoms and she used NAT and they went away. So what we do know is that ketones are an energy source. They are not here to medically treat or to cure any disease or any physical or health concern. What we do know, they are an energy state. And what happens, especially with hormones, and there are no hormones in our keto nat, but what ketones do is they increase the communication in between, and they work as connectors in between the different glands within our brain, like the hypothalamus tells the pituitary what to do, which tells the hypothalamus, which tells the adrenal glands what to do. So we get better communication between our brain and the rest of our glands. So when we hear people sharing their hormones feel more balanced, or they're getting better strength, or even though they may have had some hot flashes or some perimenopause symptoms or some PMS symptoms, why are those symptoms getting better if there's no hormones in our keto nat product? It's because ketones are producing better signaling between the brain and the rest of the hormones. You're getting better communication because the communication's improving between the glands and the rest of the body. Then the better the communication is, the better and faster that regulatory is going to come to a better balance. We also know that sugar, especially carbohydrates and straight sugar, increase aromatase. Aromatase is an estrogenic enzyme. So we also know that estrogenic enzymes like aromatase and carbohydrates can increase hot flashes. So if we know that keto nat actually can cause you to decrease your cravings towards sugary foods, processed foods, and as you're making those lifestyle changes, you have better energy, you're out moving more, you're exercising more, your lymphatic system is moving more. We also see a lot of clinical research showing that as you move more and you eat less sugar, that your sugar cravings are going to decrease, your hot flashes are going to decrease. The more you move around, your more that your PMS symptoms are going to decrease, whatever those are for you. So a lot of things will result once you start getting better pure energy into your body and get your body moving more. A lot of those feelings or health concerns you have will actually start to balance out when you move more and you eat better and get rid of the processed sugar. I hear somebody saying they love the wild tiger and prickly pear flavor. Who has tried the prickly pear flavor? And great question. What is the difference in the Keto Up? So I have a Keto Up right here. Keto Up is carbonated. That's why it comes in a can. You do not need to dilute it. With the Keto Nat, you do need to dilute it in 12 to 16 ounces of water. This is bound to a salt. So that means the beta hydroxybutyrate, which is a ketone body, is bound to a salt. You mix it with 12 to 16 ounces of water. You shake it, and then you drink it up. But the difference is this is a free self-fermented. So the beta hydroxybutyrate is not bound to a salt. So you will not see sodium on there or any calcium. You'll simply see 0 sodium, as you'll see sodium in this. The beta hydroxybutyrate is bound to a beta hydroxybutyrate. So people will even say they actually feel the energy from the ketone even quicker. Sometimes people will say, I hear things better or more crisp. I see things more crisp. I remember things quicker. I actually feel the energy quicker. I'm ready to go to my workout quicker. So because the ketone is bound to itself, there's a quicker uptake into the bloodstream. With the salt, you do have to shake it up with water. And then once you drink it, it does have to come apart and be saturated up into the bloodstream. So a little quicker uptake. It's a beta hydroxybutyrate bound to a beta hydroxybutyrate. So a ketone bound to a ketone is a ketone bound to a salt. And the up is just like the Mexican ketone. It's bound to itself, or it's free self-fermented. Yes, Kim Lisa Rizzo, can you take vitamins? Absolutely. This is an energy drink. It's not a supplement for any of your other supplementation, not for a probiotic, not for a multivitamin, not for an iron, not for magnesium, not for any prescription medication. It is not a substitute for or a supplement for any of the other things that maybe your healthcare provider has recommended that you take. This is simply energy for the cellular level at their body. So if you're tired in the morning, if you're tired in the afternoon, if you have cravings, if you have mood swings throughout the day, if your digestion's not what you want it to be, if your moods are not what you want it to be, then you know that you may need more energy at the cellular level. And that's what ketones do. They give your body that native energy that your body needs. Oh, I love it. People are saying, and bring back the kiwi melon. And this is how you bring back a flavor. We all have influence on what flavors are brought back. You simply send your message to support about bringing back a flavor. So, oh my gosh, Tony's down 10 pant sizes. I love that. Congratulations. So Deborah's asking, what type of foods take you out of ketosis? So that is the beautiful thing about pure therapeutic exogenous ketones. They are diet independent, which means that you can eat any food that you like. You simply shake it up, drink it, and put your body in ketosis, diet independent. You don't have to count, you don't have to measure, you simply choose any lifestyle that you like. And when I say lifestyle, that means you can be vegan, vegetarian, omnivore, carnivore, pescatarian, whichever lifestyle that you choose. There's no specific one food that when you drink this will take you out of ketosis. You simply get out of ketosis after you drink this when your body uses up all the ketones. So if you're a fast metabolizer and you drink Keto Nat, say you're a bigger body size, maybe you used to be a linebacker in college and you're 240 pounds, you're 6'4", you work out, you run a lot, your body's a really quick metabolizer, you consume maybe 3,000 calories a day, you're a really quick metabolizer, you may be staying ketosis maybe 2 to 3 hours. Maybe someone else who's maybe 5'5", who's 120 pounds, who has a maybe a little bit slower metabolism, who's moderately active, does Pilates 5 times a week, they may stay in ketosis 5 to 6 hours. It just depends on your metabolism. It depends on your activity level. It depends on your cellular health. Someone who's maybe been through more extensive health crises, their cells may not be as healthy. They may not hold being in ketosis. But what I can tell you, since we have been on the market for 7 years, and I've been with Prove It since we launched way back in 2015, people who started with Keto Nat back in 2015 may have stayed in ketosis maybe 2 to 3 hours after one serving. Now their body has adapted. Now after one serving, they're staying in ketosis, not on a ketogenic diet. Now they're staying in ketosis 4 to 5 to 6 hours after one serving. Now they're doing 2 servings a day and they're staying in ketosis 12 to 13 hours a day. Their body's becoming more adapted. Their body's remembering how to stay in ketosis and how easy it is to stay in ketosis. It's called metabolic flexibility. As your body becomes more adapted and remembering what ketosis is, and the cells remember to stay in ketosis, you'll stay in that state longer. Initially, your body's going to want to rebound back to burning sugar because that's what it knows, especially if you've been a sugar burner for 10, 20, 30, 40 years. We're a fat burner or in ketosis when we came into this world as newborn babies. But as we entered baby food, carrots, squash, all that good stuff, rice, oatmeal, all that kind of stuff, we became sugar burners at that point. As we introduced proteins, we still were mainly sugar burners with all the starches and grains and fruits. But then if you're on a ketogenic diet, and you add in exogenous ketones, it should take your level to a higher therapeutic level. Studies are now showing that, yes, they didn't say this 5 to 6 years ago. Used to say, well, if you're in ketosis, anything 0.5, 0.8 is great. Yes, in ketosis. Studies are now saying that, yes, the higher the level, the better, the more efficient your cells are going to actually function when you're in a higher therapeutic level, that 1.2, 1.3 to 1.8 to 2.3 to 4.0. That's a higher therapeutic level. The cells are going to function better. They're going to function more efficiently. The communication is going to be more efficiently between the brain and the body. And from cell to cell, that communication is going to be more rapid, more efficiently. That rapid fire is going to be much more efficiently. And that neuroplasticity, which is that cell healing around itself when it was maybe once bruised from an injury from before, is going to become much better over time. So the more consistently, the month after month that you drink ketones, the day after day or month after month, week after week, year after year, that your body gets used to being in ketosis, the better and better your body's going to be. That's going to be that autophagy, that longevity that we're all searching for. I know it was a little bit longer answer. What foods take you out of ketosis? With exogenous ketone, there's no food, but we do know that movement will increase your level of ketosis. We know that movement will increase the duration that you stay in ketosis. So if you want to stay in ketosis longer, move your body more and sleep better. Everyone is sharing so many amazing experiences they have with ketones. So, Rena, and we get this question almost every week. Someone asks, should I drink expired ketones? So I would share with you as a representative of the company, I would not endorse drinking anything or taking anything that is expired, because we do say that our ketones put you in ketosis in less than 59 minutes. What happens with an expiration date is it does say that it becomes less effective. This is all natural. We don't have artificial preservatives in there. So that expiration date, because it's gluten-free, dairy-free, kosher certified, we have all natural flavorings in there, that when you don't have preservatives in there, you don't have artificial flavorings in there, the expiration date's going to be shorter. Then the question before was, why is there only 20 in a box, not 30? That person wants more and more every day. And then I have someone asking about expiration date. So please do not drink it if it is expired. Know that you might not get the effectiveness that you want. Know that you might not get in that level of ketosis that you want if it is expired. So if you have your ketones, drink them. Don't let them sit on the shelf, and don't let them get expired. And don't buy them from someone that is expired or from a third-party representative, something like eBay or Amazon or Etsy, because we do not regulate those. We do not insure those. We don't give any type of rebate on those. We do 100% guarantee the products that come from our labs only, not from any third-party purchaser. Sorry, I'm watching all the questions coming from here and there. Remember, yes, it is okay to share this. Yes, Joy is saying, can someone use only, I thought I grabbed a keto kick here. Someone's asking, can you only use the Keto Kick and no other product? The answer is yes. We do know that the Keto Nat is our hero product. That's what we encourage everyone to start with, because this is the one serving that kicked off our whole product. This is, again, I tell it, the superhero product that starts our product that everyone should start with to get their energy going. The Keto Kick is a neuro boost. It's specific amino acids for your brain to get your brain going. However, if that's what you choose to use, by all means, please use the Keto Kick. You can use it in addition with any of our other products. You can use it with the Keto Cream. You can use it with the Keto Nat. You can use it with the Unleashed. You can use it with the Keto Pro. You can use it with any of our other supplement products. If that's the only one you choose to use, you can use it as a pre-workout. You can use it to start your day off to get your brain kicked off for the day. You can use it before a presentation. You can use it anytime you want to be the best version of yourself. So you do not reconstitute the Keto Kick. It is 3 ounces of ketones with neuro boost, very complementary ketones specifically bound for your brain, amino acids specifically bound for your brain. It has a potassium salt on there for your brain to uptake. And if you've ever experienced that, you know that you do feel like your brain is just, I want to say, just feels brighter, feels lighter, feels smarter. You feel articulate with it. And that does last for quite a long time. I know there's several questions on carbohydrates and carb tolerance. So here at Prove It, what we do endorse is people eating clean, people eliminating processed foods, eliminating processed sugars, artificial sugars, any type of artificial coloring. When it comes to carb tolerance and when it comes to carbohydrates, the amount of carbohydrates per day, that's totally up to you. I have some patients who can eat 70 carbs a day and still be in true ketosis. Their body will make ketones when they're using 70 to 75 carbs a day because they're metabolically fit. I have other patients who maybe can only do 18 total carbs a day. So that's totally up to you. You need to work with a healthcare provider if you're looking for that amount of carbohydrates. You know, oftentimes the true ketogenic diet is anywhere from 5 to 8% carbohydrates. That was based on people eating vegetables, nuts, and seeds. That's where the carbohydrate came from. It's not from processed snacks and snack bars and other things like that. It truly is from vegetables and nuts and seeds. So when you're looking for carb count, you need to really look at the healthcare provider who knows how to actually help you measure for that, whether you're looking to gain weight, increase lean muscle mass, change your body composition. But here at Prove It, we just want everyone optimizing their body, being a better version of yourself than you were yesterday. Get your body functionally moving, get your brain in a positive situation where you're increasing positivity each and every day, putting your brain in a state of gratitude and helping others be the best version around you. So that's what we really focus on. The carb count and carb number is up to you. So Danielle says, why is it carbonated? What is it? It doesn't have to be carbonated. So Danielle, if you don't want something carbonated, but you want a free cell, drink the Mexican Ketones. That will give you a ketone supplement that doesn't have any sodium in it. And then you don't have any salt or sodium in it, and it's not carbonated. But if you love the flavor of this, then you can actually just open it up and let the fizz out, if you want, so to say, and let it fizz out, and you can still have the amazing flavor of this, because some people want to have the carbonation of it. So we wanted to offer and reach everybody. So we did make a carbonated version of a ketone that is a free cell. So a lot of people love the carbonation. If it's not for you, we have a lot of other amazing choices. Roberta, that's awesome. Oh, I asked somebody their favorite flavor, and Samantha said, I don't know what my favorite flavor is. So up will give you the same, the up, the Mexican ketones, and the nat all have the same amount of beta hydroxybutyrate. They will all put you in ketosis in less than 59 minutes. So they all have the same amount of BHB. You want to drink them in 20 to 25, 30 minutes, whether it's the Mexican ketones, whether it is the up, or whether it is the nat. Drink them in again 30 minutes. You want to saturate your brain to the rest of your body. You want to elevate your level of ketones so you're in ketosis, and then you maintain the level of ketosis, get in that state again in less than 59 minutes. Generally, it's more like 40 minutes, and stay there. You don't want to sip on your ketones, or if I had a shaker bottle, you don't want to sip on this for 2 hours. You still use every ketone that you put in your body, but as you sip on it slowly, your body will use those ketones really slowly. You might not measure that you're in ketosis. You might not feel that big burst of energy. But when you drink it, and again, about 20, that's why you don't want to mix the package with a gallon of water. Sorry, you don't want to mix it with a gallon of water and drink on it for 3 hours. You want to mix it just like the directions say, 12 to 16 ounces of water. You want to saturate your body. You want to elevate your level of ketones. So you get that feeling of that heightened feeling of cognition, that better digestion. You want to saturate your body so you elevate that level of ketosis so you stay there. You're still going to get the benefits, even if you dilute it more, but you're not going to get that feeling of the heightened level. You might not measure that you're in ketosis. That someone said, I didn't measure in ketosis after drinking it. There can be a lot of variables. If you over diluted it, if you drank it too slowly, if you measured the next day. I've seen people say, well, I drank it yesterday, but I didn't measure in ketosis today. No, you want to measure within an hour of drinking it, and then you can measure every hour afterwards if you want to. There's several different ways to measure it. You don't have to measure your ketones if you don't want to. Go by how you feel. Some people say, gosh, I used to go to the grocery store and buy sweets at the checkout every time, and today I forgot to buy sweets at the checkout. People say, I used to, get in this habit of going and get a soda before I pick up the kids from school, and I now don't even buy the soda before. Or I used to have a snack after dinner after putting the kids to bed, and now I don't have to grab that. So it's really up to you. Start to notice those things. You don't have to measure your ketones. However, if you do want to, you're a little bit of a biohacker, you kind of want to see what's going on within your body, keep a food journal. Write what time you drink them, write what time you test them, write down what you're eating. So you want to actually test first thing in the morning, check your urine. If you're going to use a urine strip, first urine of the morning, or after you have a glass of water. Then before you drink your ketones, and then drink your ketones, test an hour after you drink your ketones, and every hour afterwards, it'll tell you how long you're in ketosis. If you exercise in that time frame, it can actually increase your level of ketones as your body uses more of that stored fat, or your body could use those ketones up really quickly while you're exercising, and it could go down because your body used them. Everybody's body is different. We're all unique and individualized. Find out how your body adapts to them and how your body uses it. It's more important to go by how you feel, not by the number, but how you feel. You can also use a blood meter. The urine sticks are very economical. They're mostly unreliable too, though. They can expire, they can go out of date, they can get too much humidity in the bathroom and give you false positive or false negatives. The blood meters do need to be calibrated. They can be a little bit more expensive. The breath meters need to be calibrated as well. So it's totally up to you, but it's optional. You don't have to go through all that. Just go by how you feel and see how you feel. And then again, when do you need a second serving? When you get the yawns, when you feel your energy dip, or if you go to the grocery store or the gym and you forget where you parked, or you're late picking up your kiddos for school, or you forgot your grocery list, that's a sign that, wow, I probably need a little more brain energy. Those are signs that you need them. Or if you have trouble going to bed, you just can't make that switch to calm down. That fight or flight goes to rest or repose. You just can't turn your brain off at night. That may be another sign that you need some ketones. That's when I'd love to recommend the Keto Pro. There's no caffeine. Pro means protein. There's ketone-friendly proteins for your brain. Has a little extra MCT in there. The MCT will actually turn into additional ketones. There's so many scientific studies showing that when your brain's in a state of ketosis, whether it's through exogenous ketones or through endogenous when your body makes it, there's an amazing thing that happens within your brain. You get into that deep sleep quicker and maintain that quicker. That first 4 hours of sleep is so important for rest, recovery, and repair. I know we're almost out of time today, but you guys have had some amazing questions today. I love this, drinking ketones, and it changed my life. I hear that all the time, and I love it, love it. So people are asking questions. Is it safe for a dilated thoracic aorta? So when you have something that's a significant health concern, please check with your healthcare provider. But just remember, ketones are an energy source. Your body naturally produces ketones. Your body naturally produces glucose. We know that ketones are a far superior energy source. So if you're looking for better energy, you have trouble waking up in the morning, or you wake up fine, but you have trouble in the afternoon, you just want to take a nap, or you're craving something sugary, ketones do help dampen cravings. They do help give you better energy. You just can't find the energy to go for a walk, to take your kids out for a walk, or get yourself to the gym. That's a great time. Have your ketones 30 or 40 minutes before your workout. If you do an extended workout, you're an endurance athlete, have another serving 2 hours post an endurance workout, which is 2 hours or more, because it's going to help protect your lean muscle mass. So anytime you're feeling like you need some energy, your brain needs to have a little more action. You need to have your brain remember things better, articulate things better, be better digestion. You're worried about your skin. Your skin looks like it's starting to age faster than it should. Better skin, better digestion, better health, better longevity. That's the right time to drink ketones. 30 minutes before you want to be the best version of yourself. 1 to 2 servings a day, and you can absolutely add in an extra keto light. You can actually add an extra broth, which has amazing hyaluronic acid and type 2 collagen. You can add in an extra pro if you like. You can have an up instead of a nat. If you're a person who has a larger mass, I know I'm hurrying, but if you're a person who has a larger body mass, you're 200 or 300 pounds, you're a big athlete, you're 6'6", like one of my sons, you may need a larger serving of ketones. The Unleashed has about 30 to 33% more ketones, more caffeine, more of the B vitamins, more of the other supplements in there that help make it a synergistic product, but it's 30% more of the NATs. So it's an Unleashed version. So if you find yourself needing more, you're a bigger body person, bigger bone person, larger mass, you're a faster metabolizer like we talked early on, then the Unleashed might be a version for you. It only comes with caffeine. So if you're caffeine sensitive, then this would not be a product for you. Then you might want to do just a regular NAT with a NAT light, which is about half a serving of a NAT, is our parent approved NAT. So thank you again for joining me. It's been amazing. You guys always inspire me to be a better version of myself, to dig into the weekly, I would say daily research is going on around the world in our major universities of what's happening with the ketone conversation, because there is so much going on. It's amazing what's happening. And you guys are driving that source and inspiring major universities by your thirst for knowledge of the ketone conversation. Again, my name is Dr. Heather Carden, coming to you live from Overland Park, Kansas. You have an amazing day and keep on proving it. And don't forget to share what your favorite flavor is. If you went to Mexico, tell us what your favorite event was, what your favorite thing that you did. Was it the zip line? Let us know what your favorite thing was that you did in Mexico, and who your favorite speaker was at Keto Academy. We've had a lot going on here at Prove It, as always, but you guys have an amazing day and keep on proving it. Again, my name is Dr. Heather Carden. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye.